The internet is buzzing once again, and this time the drama feels louder, messier, and far more personal. Fresh reports are making rounds online claiming that Funky Diva has exposed details about a night out involving Tamar Braxton and Mendes, and fans are shocked by how quickly this narrative has taken over timelines. To be clear, none of this is confirmed, but the way these reports are being framed has people questioning everything they thought they knew about the situation. According to online chatter, what was described as an innocent outing has now been painted as something far more complicated. Blogs and gossip pages suggest that Funky Diva's revelations have added a new layer of tension, especially with claims that Yandy was left completely in the dark. Emotions ran high as fans began connecting dots, replaying old interviews, and revisiting past moments that suddenly feel suspicious in hindsight. The alleged details sparked immediate reactions. Some fans rushed to defend Tamar, saying the story feels exaggerated, while others questioned why certain information is only surfacing now. The family was left divided across social media, with comment sections turning into battlegrounds of loyalty and disbelief. Screenshots, vague quotes, and secondhand accounts are being treated like evidence, even as others warn that this could all be another case of rumors spiraling out of control. What makes this situation even more intense is the emotional weight attached to it. Reports describe feelings of betrayal, confusion, and silence where answers were expected. Fans are shocked, not just by the claims themselves, but by the suggestion that someone close may have been kept in the dark. As these narratives continue to spread without confirmation, the suspense only grows. The question now is whether this is just another dramatic headline, or the start of a deeper controversy that refuses to stay quiet as soon as Funky Diva's name started trending alongside Tamar Braxton and Mendes. The online atmosphere shifted instantly. Reports claimed that Funky Diva had gone live and hinted at a night out that was never meant to be public knowledge. Fans are shocked by how confidently these claims were presented, even though no direct confirmation exists. According to the circulating narratives, this was not just a casual evening, but a moment layered with secrecy, unspoken tension, and potential fallout. People online immediately began asking why this information was surfacing now, and what motive might be behind revealing it at this point in time. The reports painted a picture of an evening filled with laughter, private conversations, and a setting that felt intentionally low-key. Some blogs suggested that the outing was meant to stay far away from cameras and curious eyes. Emotions ran high as fans tried to imagine what that night might have looked like and why it was allegedly hidden. Funky Diva was described in these reports as someone who had grown tired of watching the story be shaped by silence and half-truths. In her alleged commentary, she did not directly accuse anyone, but her words were said to be sharp enough to spark speculation. According to viewers who watched clips and recaps, Funky Diva allegedly said something along the lines of people acting surprised when secrets finally come out. That single line sent shockwaves across social media. Fans are shocked by how one vague statement could ignite such intense reactions. Comment sections filled with theories, with some people insisting that this was proof of something deeper, while others argued it was nothing more than clout chasing wrapped in mystery. The name Yandy entered the conversation almost immediately, adding emotional weight to the situation. Reports suggested that Yandy may not have known about this alleged night out, which is where the sense of betrayal began to dominate the narrative. The family was left divided online, with some fans expressing sympathy for Yandy and others warning against jumping to conclusions. Emotions ran high as people debated loyalty and transparency in relationships that exist partly in the public eye. Sources quoted by gossip pages claimed that if Yandy truly was unaware, then the issue was not the night itself, but the silence surrounding it. Fans are shocked by how quickly the narrative shifted from curiosity to judgment. Some comments accused Tamar of being careless, while others defended her right to live her life without constant scrutiny. The tension between privacy and public expectation became a central theme in these discussions. Meanwhile, Mendes was portrayed in reports as a figure caught in the middle of escalating speculation. His lack of public response was interpreted in multiple ways. Some fans believed his silence meant there was nothing to address, while others saw it as confirmation that something had gone wrong. Emotions ran high as every old clip interview and social media post was re-examined through this new lens, according to the circulating stories. Funky Diva's frustration stemmed from watching people pretend that nothing unusual had happened. Her alleged commentary suggested that she felt honesty was being avoided to protect certain images. Fans are shocked by how often the word truth appeared in these discussions, even though no verified facts were presented. It highlighted how quickly perception can replace reality when emotions and loyalty are involved. As the story spread, reactions from fans grew more intense. Some expressed disappointment, others expressed anger, and many admitted they were simply confused. The family was left divided, not just in theory, but visibly, as fan bases split into opposing camps. Emotions ran high in live chats and reaction videos, where creators debated whether Funky Diva had crossed a line or simply said, "What?" Others were afraid to say the alleged night out became symbolic rather than literal. To some, it represented secrecy. To others, it represented how easily stories can be exaggerated. Fans are shocked by how a single claim can evolve into a full narrative with heroes, villains, and victims. Even those urging caution admitted that the situation felt emotionally charged and difficult to ignore by the end of these reports. The atmosphere surrounding the story felt heavier. What began as commentary about a night out transformed into a broader discussion about trust, communication, and public perception. Emotions ran high because no one involved had fully addressed the claims, leaving space for interpretation and imagination. The story did not end with clarity, but with a sense of uneasy calm, as if everyone was waiting to see who would speak next and whether silence would continue to shape the narrative more powerfully than words ever could. As the conversation kept growing, reports claimed that reactions behind the scenes were far more emotional than what was visible online. According to gossip narratives, Yandy was allegedly blindsided by the chatter, not because of what was being said, but because of how it was being framed. Fans are shocked by claims that she first heard about the alleged night out the same way everyone else did, through clips and commentary rather than a private conversation. Emotions ran high as this detail alone shifted sympathy in many directions. Some blogs suggested that Yandy's initial response was disbelief. Sources claimed she questioned how a simple outing could suddenly become a headline that painted her as uninformed or excluded. One alleged quote making rounds described her saying, "It's not about where anyone went, it's about why I'm." Hearing it like this, fans are shocked by how deeply that sentiment resonated, especially among viewers who have followed her journey and understand how trust plays a major role in public relationships. Meanwhile, reports painted Tamar as feeling misunderstood and unfairly targeted. According to circulating stories, people close to her claimed she never expected a casual moment to be transformed into something that suggested betrayal or secrecy. Emotions ran high as fans debated her past experiences with public judgment, with some saying this situation reopened old wounds. Supporters argued that Tamar has often been judged more harshly than others, while critics questioned why clarity was not offered sooner to shut down speculation. The narrative around Mendes continued to evolve as well. Reports claimed that he was frustrated by the way his silence was being interpreted. Some insiders alleged that he believed responding would only give the story more fuel. Fans are shocked by how often silence becomes a character in these dramas, taking on meaning far beyond intention. Emotions ran high as people argued whether staying quiet was a smart move or a damaging one. Funky Diva, according to reports, appeared unbothered by the backlash and instead leaned into her role as a truth teller. Gossip pages suggested she felt validated by the reaction, believing that strong responses meant she had struck a nerve. Fans are shocked by how polarizing her presence became. Some praised her for speaking openly, while others accused her of stirring drama without considering the emotional impact on those involved. As the days passed, the alleged night out was no longer the center of the story. Instead, the focus shifted to relationships and boundaries. Reports claimed that private conversations between friends grew tense, with trust being questioned and intentions scrutinized. The family was left divided not only in public opinion, but, according to rumors, in real interactions as well. Emotions ran high as fans imagined what those conversations might have sounded like, especially when pride and reputation were on the line. Online creators added their own layers to the drama. Reaction videos dissected body language from old interviews, suggesting that signs had always been there. Fans are shocked by how hindsight can turn neutral moments into suspicious ones. Some viewers admitted they felt uncomfortable watching speculation replace facts, yet they continued to tune in, caught between skepticism and curiosity. Reports also highlighted how this situation reflected a broader issue within celebrity culture. The expectation of transparency clashes with the desire for privacy, especially when friendships and marriages play out in public spaces. Emotions ran high as fans debated where the line should be drawn. Some argued that once you share your life publicly, scrutiny is unavoidable, while others insisted that certain moments should remain off-limits as discussions intensified. Yandy was described in some narratives as choosing restraint over reaction. Sources claim she was advised to let the noise pass rather than engage directly. Fans are shocked by how restraint itself became a point of debate, with some praising her composure and others interpreting it as avoidance. Emotions ran high because every choice seemed to carry consequences, no matter how small. By this point, the story had taken on a life of its own. What started as commentary about an alleged outing became a mirror reflecting deeper issues of trust, loyalty, and perception. Fans are shocked by how quickly narratives solidify even without confirmation. Emotions ran high as people waited for anyone, to offer clarity that could calm the speculation. Instead, the silence and selective commentary only allowed the drama to stretch further, keeping everyone locked in a cycle of reaction, interpretation, anticipation. As the reports kept circulating, the tone of the conversation shifted from shock to emotional exhaustion. Fans are shocked not only by the claims themselves, but by how long the discussion refused to slow down. According to online narratives, people close to the situation were feeling the weight of being talked about, without having a clear way to correct the story. Emotions ran high as supporters on every side began to question whether the truth even mattered anymore, or if the drama had become its own form of entertainment. Some gossip pages claimed that quiet conversations were happening away from social media, where feelings were less filtered and far more intense. One alleged exchange described frustration spilling over, with someone saying, "Every time we stay quiet, they write a new version." Fans are shocked by how believable that sentiment feels in an era where silence often becomes the loudest statement. Emotions ran high because every attempt to stay private seemed to create even more speculation. Tamar, according to circulating reports, was described as feeling boxed into a narrative she never agreed to. Insiders allegedly said she felt judged for a moment that was being taken out of context and replayed endlessly. Fans are shocked by how quickly empathy and criticism collided. Some defended her fiercely, saying she was being unfairly scrutinized, while others questioned why clearer boundaries were not set earlier. Emotions ran high as her past struggles with public opinion were brought back into the conversation, making the situation feel heavier than just one alleged night out. Meanwhile, the way Mendes was being discussed added another layer of tension. Reports suggested that people close to him felt his name was being dragged into a story without substance. Fans are shocked by how often he was positioned as a central figure, despite not speaking publicly. Emotions ran high as commentators debated whether his past made him an easy target for speculation or whether this silence self-fueled suspicion. Yan's role in the narrative continued to evolve in unexpected ways. Some reports suggested she was being portrayed as both a victim of secrecy and a symbol of strength for choosing not to react publicly. Fans are shocked by how quickly those two images clashed. Emotions ran high as people argued over whether composure should be praised or questioned. To some viewers, her quiet approach felt dignified, while to others it felt like unresolved tension waiting to surface. Funky Diva, according to gossip commentary, seemed to double down on her stance without offering specifics. Her alleged refusal to clarify details was interpreted as intentional, as if leaving space for interpretation was part of the message. Fans are shocked by how powerful implication can be without direct accusation. Emotions ran high as critics accused her of playing with narratives, while supporters insisted she was simply refusing to protect anyone's image at the expense of honesty. As reaction videos multiplied, the story took on a life beyond the original claims. Creators began framing it as a lesson in trust and communication, using the alleged situation as an example rather than a confirmed event. Fans are shocked by how easily commentary can turn individuals into symbols of larger ideas. Emotions ran high as viewers projected their own experiences onto the story, making it feel personal even if it remained unverified. Some reports claimed that this wave of discussion caused strain among mutual friends, forcing people to pick sides or stay neutral. Fans are shocked by how quickly neutrality is questioned in online spaces. Emotions ran high as silence was seen as support by some and betrayal by others. The family was left divided not only in fan conversations but allegedly in real-life interactions as well, according to gossip narratives. Throughout all of this, the question of intention lingered. Was Funky Diva trying to expose something meaningful, or was she reacting emotionally to a situation she felt had been misrepresented for too long? Fans are shocked by how motives are often assumed rather than known. Emotions ran high because intention can change how a story is judged. Even when the facts remain unclear, by the time the discussion reached this stage, it was no longer about a single night or a single statement. It became about how stories are created, spread, and believed. Fans are shocked by how fast interpretation replaces verification. Emotions ran high as viewers recognized that even if clarity eventually arrives, the impact of the speculation has already been felt. The narrative continued to move forward, shaped less by confirmed details and more by the collective reactions of an audience watching every move, waiting to see who would speak next and who would choose to remain silent. As the reports continued to circulate, the atmosphere around the situation shifted once again, this time toward reflection rather than reaction. Fans are shocked by how a story that began with commentary about an alleged night out evolved into a wider conversation about accountability and perception. According to online narratives, people involved were said to be stepping back and reassessing how much power public speculation truly holds. Emotions ran high, but there was also a sense of fatigue, as if everyone had reached a point where repeating the same arguments no longer felt satisfying. Some gossip pages suggested that quiet attempts were being made to restore balance, not through public statements but through personal conversations. Sources claimed that misunderstandings were being addressed privately, away from the noise of comment sections. Fans are shocked by the idea that while the internet demands clarity, real resolution often happens in silence. Emotions ran high as viewers imagined what those conversations might look like, especially when pride, trust, and long-standing relationships were involved. Tamar, according to circulating reports, was described as trying to protect her peace amid the chaos. Insiders allegedly said she felt the weight of being discussed endlessly and wanted to avoid adding fuel to narratives that felt exaggerated. Fans are shocked by how restraint can be mistaken for guilt or avoidance. Emotions ran high as her supporters praised her for not engaging, while critics continued to demand answers that were never promised. Mendes continued. Absence from the conversation was framed by some commentators as a deliberate choice to let the story fade. Reports suggested that those close to him believed time would eventually quiet the speculation. Fans are shocked by how divided opinions remain on this approach. Emotions ran high as some viewers interpreted patience as maturity, while others saw it as unresolved tension left hanging in the air. Yandy single quotes his name, still present in discussions, began to symbolize the emotional center of the narrative. Reports framed her as someone navigating a difficult position, balancing loyalty, self-respect, and public scrutiny. Fans are shocked by how often her composure was highlighted as either strength or suppression. Emotions ran high as people debated whether silence can be empowering or if it simply leaves room for others to control the story. Funky Diva's role, according to commentary, remained polarizing until the very end. Some reports suggested that she felt misunderstood, believing her words had been taken further than intended. Others insisted that she knew exactly what reaction her hints would provoke. Fans are shocked by how thin the line can be between honesty and provocation. Emotions ran high as viewers continued to argue over whether her commentary served a purpose beyond stirring discussion. As days passed, the intensity of the coverage slowly began to soften. New stories entered the spotlight, pushing this one slightly lower on trending lists, though it never fully disappeared. Fans are shocked by how quickly attention can shift while unresolved questions linger. Emotions ran high as some viewers admitted they felt unsatisfied, wanting closure that gossip culture rarely provides. Commentators began framing the situation as a case study in modern celebrity drama. Reports highlighted how quickly a personal moment, real or alleged, can be transformed into a public spectacle. Fans are shocked by how easily interpretation becomes accepted narrative. Emotions ran high as people reflected on their own participation, questioning whether watching and debating contributed to the pressure faced by those involved. In the end, the story settled into a space of uncertainty rather than resolution. There were no definitive confirmations, no dramatic confessions, and no clear winners. Fans are shocked by how often that is the reality behind viral drama. Emotions ran high not because of what was proven, but because of what remained unclear. The alleged night out, Funky Diva's commentary and the reactions that followed became less about facts and more about perception. It showed how stories grow through repetition, emotion, and audience investment. Fans are shocked by how powerful that cycle can be. Emotions ran high until they gradually faded into curiosity about what would come next. And while the reports may eventually lose momentum, the conversations they sparked about trust, privacy, and public judgment are likely to linger far longer than the headlines themselves. After all the reports, reactions, and speculation surrounding Funky Diva's commentary and the alleged night out involving Tamar, Mendes, and Yandy, one thing is clear: this story has kept fans talking. Emotions ran high as different narratives took shape, and the family was left divided in online discussions over what to believe and who to support. Even without confirmed facts, the way these reports spread shows how powerful perception can be in the world of celebrity drama. Now it's your turn. What do you think about the claims and the way this situation has been framed online? Do you believe Funky Diva was simply sharing her perspective? Or do you think the story has been exaggerated beyond recognition? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let your voice be heard, because your opinion adds another layer to this ongoing conversation. If you enjoy breaking down trending celebrity stories, internet rumors, and reality-style drama, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with friends who love debating the details and unpacking every twist. Remember, these are circulating reports and unverified claims, not confirmed events. But the discussions they create are very real. Stay engaged, stay curious, and keep watching as this story continues to unfold in the public eye.